matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Powell with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aggies offense will have the football first. It felt like a victory for all of college football when these two met for the first time since 2011, a game that we called. And just last year, Texas showed that resilience, went into Kyle Field, and just as they had done in the previous meeting, they walked out of Aggie land with a W.
Well, Texas ran the football last year. They were dominant up front. Quinn Travion Weiser.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He'll do it himself. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Texas offense will get the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down.
Purdy on the Jets. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Longhorns' first season in the SEC was a rousing success and so close to even more with a late loss to Ohio State. Steve Sarkisian and the Horns have the expectations right where they want them.
You said expectations. Has there ever been more hype around a quarterback in Arch Manning since, I don't know, Tim Tebow? People are expecting so much out of this young quarterback. If he hits the ceiling, David, this is going to be a really tough team to beat.
And he showed you flashes a year ago when he filled in for Quinn Ewers, and I think those flashes were so great. And then Texas, man, this is a program that's on the rise. The last couple years, making it to the Final Four in the sport, they're ready to take that next step.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Now from inside the red zone. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Manning. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Longhorn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys.
feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Off the play fake. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry, you're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Trying to set up the screen. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can you do it against the Georgias? Can you do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around.
Touchdown, Texas! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback will keep it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Got a little space. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They go to the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. The Longhorns will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to fire. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. He's got an open man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Smith takes the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. Now the lead is down to 11.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Split backs here. Sends it back in motion, looking for a man. It's Manning, running into the open space. Made a defender miss. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now they're going to throw it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Reads it, fires complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wilson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Oh, this is unwise. Catches it in his own end zone. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Steps away to find some room. Quarterback gets the first down. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The Longhorns are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick. Another ball is knocked free. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession.
Returners only get so many chances in a game. You really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of times you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Lost a fire on 2nd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Here comes the Texas offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
With just about 30 seconds to go in the half, how aggressive do you want to be here? They'll send the back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They're going to run it. Lots of running room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, the Lone Star Showdown is among the most bitter rivalries in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Texas A&M and Texas plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Manning. The screen, he's got wheels. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller's still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking.
And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Got his man out of the backfield. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Into the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Wingo. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Aggies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Takes the handoff. It's Baxter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's Manning. Grabbed over the middle, it's Baxter. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Got room to work. It's a seam wide open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for room, it's Daniels. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Wide open spaces. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? That's reeled in. It's Concepcion. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Makes the grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. The give from the gun. The ball is out behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Let's go. They'll go right back to the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden people are going to get a lot more excited for what's coming next season, David.
Yeah, and I think this squad, I don't think they're excited about the practices necessarily, but a lot of these seniors that have been around, man, they get another dance. They get a chance to play another football game, make some more memories with their boys, so this is a big win today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.